Prior to attaining residency here at the YMCA, my life was chaotic with certain levels of paranoia. One of the caseworkers asked me if I was okay, and I honestly answered no. I all but quit eating food. It was, basically breakfast, lunch, and dinner of alcohol. He guided me to go to the faith mission. I was so lost and terribly ignorant. I became part of the overflow program. Most of the time it was on a cold, wet, dirty floor, packed in like sardines with people that smelt worse and acted worse than I did. One day, waiting in line, the weather was very bad. It was freezing rain, wearing clothes that's been on to the point of almost falling off, extremely hungry, tired, at the top of my lungs and from the deepest roots of my heart and soul. I put my hands up to the air. I cannot take this anymore. Loud enough where everybody in the line shut up and look. One of the young ladies that was operating the overflow came out. I thought that I had done something wrong. She goes, "I want you to go to the YMCA." And I cheered up. Great, get to stay at the Y. I walked down Long Street. There's a man standing there, and he handed me a little envelope with the room number 690 on it. Said, "You have a nice, quiet, peaceful evening." And I damn near fell down and cried. I've been here since, about 9.5 years.
I ended up here because I was homeless for the second time in my life, and I filled out an application, and a couple days later they called me and asked me if I would like to come and look at an apartment, and I came and looked at it and I accepted it.
I didn't ever want to be in the drop or out on the streets to begin with. She kept on telling these people that I was not paying my child support. I even showed these officers my check stubs, proving that they're taking it out of my check. They said, "We're going to have to arrest you anyway because we got a warrant." And a lot of times I'd sit in jail for a month just waiting to go to court. I lost everything. I lost my apartment. I lost the furniture that I had in it. Everything. That's when I actually became homeless.
I was in prison. It was hell, and at times I had nothing to look forward to. Well, I was born and raised in Chicago, came to Cleveland with a young lady and was caught up in an altercation which landed me in prison. If it wasn't for this program, after doing 22 years in prison, I would probably be back in prison.
It's just so awesome to have a place that I can call my own, a safe place. Thankful that I am that I've maintained sobriety, which is tested on nearly a daily basis. One thing I know for sure, when I arrive back to my room and I go inside and I deadbolt the door, the demon alcohol, the evil drugs, the idiocy, the chaotic, paranoid, depression, all of that stays on the outside of my door.
I like my apartment because it has wooden window blinds. That's like one of my favorite things, that when I get a house that's going to have wooden window blinds. Having my own place is special because right now I'm using it as my safe zone because I have been in abusive relationships in the past, and I know that if I have something going on in my personal life, if I go to my room, nobody can get in there unless I say that it's okay.
Being homeless in a drop-in shelter and sleeping out on the streets. You already know how nice I keep my apartment, so I'm proud of it. I got privacy, which I didn't have when I was staying in a drop-in, and I was taking my life in my own hands when I was sleeping out on the streets.
I've been free for 5 years. It's been the best 5 years of my life. I thank God for this program and for my housing. You have your own key. No one telling you what to do when you're not wanting no more at their place. And you can always go home. Your house is your castle.
The staff is wonderful here. They help us in every aspect of everything that we need to do, from teaching us how to do laundry to cleaning. They will help us cook. Kathy, she's the occupational lady. She is wonderful. She helps people find jobs and takes them to interviews and makes sure they have clothes and transportation.
I love this place and I love these guys to death. I mean, they're great. Anything I need, they give it. They'll help me out. A great place to stay, and especially if you need help. Because anything that they could possibly help you with here, they will do so.
I think they do a lot, but I'd like to point out, Shawnee makes you want to do something with your life. She is a no-nonsense person. I wouldn't want any other case manager. Eden does all they can to make sure that you are housed.
I have a successful relationship with the sweetest woman, and I've maintained a good, healthy relationship with this woman for 3 years. She gave me this card when I completed a program at Columbus State. You had a vision and you made it a reality. You did it with courage and determination, and you did it with style. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy you're in my life. I wish you all the best in your future, especially since I'm going to be in it. Love you so much, Lauren. And that's just, it's one of the most damn wonderful things I read.
At some point in the future, it's one of my goals to finish my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I would like to be a victim's advocate for women and children that have been abused. That's something that my dad helped me start, and I want to finish it for him.
I don't think past today, because tomorrow's not guaranteed to us. Every day I wake up and I'm alive. I thank God that I'm alive. And then I try to make the most out of that day. And then if I happen to make it to the next day, I do the same thing.
Live life, stay out of trouble, and when someone wants to help you, accept the help and you will grow in life. I want to succeed and I want to work.
My dad told me, today is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do today to improve all your tomorrows?